Hey, what is this? Cool. It's Mike with the mic.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Yo, what up, though? Y'all know the drill. Oh, man, just got him on. Let me get my vibe together a little bit. Oh, man, y'all know the deal. Just got in. Nice little workout today. I was feeling that one, but first things first, Mike with a mic 313 at gmail.com. That's Mike with a mic 313 at gmail.com. We got Deuce Fire Clothing. We got DetroitCousins.com. CreatedByJones.com, PlatinumStatus.com, Betty's Girls Party Event Planning for all your party needs and all of that. You know, shop with your folks and all of that. So we'll get into it, man. I was just fucking around riding the bike at the gym. I'm up to an hour, by the way, in case anybody keeping track or give a fuck. And I was watching this video of this dude, man. I guess his girl was kind of getting ran through, but you know, I guess I just want to, you know, thank my wife Janetta for not being a rat ass pill popping attention whore like some cum guzzling weed head bitch, you know, like lying ass alcoholic begging ass worthless whore, man. Like, I mean, I really appreciate that, Janetta. It makes my life a lot easier, and I'm glad you chose me to share your time on this rock with, because this shit was wild. I mean, the video, man, it was this dude. He was crying about, like, basically his wife getting, like, smutted out by, like, some dudes and shit. That shit was crazy. Some dude, like, was showing him the video or whatever. This bitch was, like, high as fuck. Getting, like, gang banged, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, ran through, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to watch the video, you know what I'm saying? The nigga, like, oh my God, like, that's my wife. Like, nigga, not no more. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad for the dude because, you know, he kind of heard the pain in his voice. And, nigga, I can't even imagine firing up a video or somebody firing up a video of Janetta, man, and a nigga got a dick in every goddamn hole and she got one in each hand, man. Mouth, pussy, ass, ears, nose, navel. They just ringing this hoe, man. Like, that shit'll fuck me up, I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a nigga try to toss some freaky shit on her back in the day, like, you know, like some threesome shit, and she like shot that shit down, like with the quickness, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't even cut into me like that, you know what I'm saying? And then to see her in like a cheap ass room on a video throwing a Mandingo party, man, that shit'll fuck, man, I'll be all fucked up, I ain't even gonna lie. So, I don't know, thank you, sweet chocolate lady, for not being a whore. And my heart goes out to old boy because that nigga sounded so defeated. Like, that nigga was like, oh my God, that's my wife. Like, man, I don't know who that bitch is at home, but I know who the fuck she is at this goddamn room. Like, that shit was just fucked up, man. Like, I watched that shit a couple times. I was laughing. That shit was on YouTube or some shit. And the bitch was lying, like, about, first the bitch said it wasn't her. Then the bitch tried to blame him, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have gave me the attention, like, this nigga can't give you 8 dicks, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? But maybe, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm laughing, but I'm sorry, sweet Jesus. You know, that ain't funny seeing a man hurt like that. Not her getting ran through, but just his voice, though. Like I said, man, that nigga was sounded so pathetic, man. That shit was crazy. My heart goes out to dude, man. I just was thinking about that because I had just kind of fired that up kind of towards the end or whatever. But, you know, thank you, Janetta, whatever. But we can move on, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all because it was funny. Maybe y'all can go look it up on YouTube. So maybe I don't want to post that shit and get my shit. I don't know how they be treating niggas and shit with what you be posting and shit. I ain't about to go through that. But y'all look it up. The woman cheating on her fucking man and this nigga, man, whatever. But, I guess we'll move on to the stuff I jotted down, man. My heart really want to go out to them babies and them teachers down there, man, with that shooting and shit, man. Like, that shit down there is just crazy, man. Like, I know they said they killed the nigga and this evil motherfucker got killed, but we got to tighten up on like the gun laws and consequences or something, man. Like we got to do something. I seen Steve Kerr talking and he like, nigga, I'm tired of, hugging these families and, feeling bad for these families and shit. Like I feel the same way. Like, man, what is we gonna do? Like all this talking and shit ain't gonna do nothing, man. They killed the nigga, so the fuck what? We got to do something about that. Like this nigga just walking around, 2 assault rifles, 1,000 goddamn bullets, body armor, and you trying to tell me that nobody knew nothing? Like, man, none of that shit seemed out of place. You know what I'm saying? That makes me think a lot about how y'all motherfuckers operate over there, man. Like, that's where I say we need to kind of dig deeper into the shit, because I read an article. It was yesterday, I think I read the article and shit. The nigga was like, friends, a family of the friends or whatever, they knew he had a bad temper and he used to talk back and cuss at his parents and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all ain't see nothing wrong with that, but that's what I said on the last show. If y'all go back, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to click on that one, like y'all motherfuckers be knowing that y'all kid on that bullshit and y'all try to like work that shit out at home, but y'all be knowing that this nigga don't respect you. So instead of y'all saying, hey man, I can't do it, I don't got this nigga a wet fish, he all over the place, somebody come get this nigga before he hurt somebody, y'all are just be talking to this nigga, come on Josh, calm down, and this nigga cussing you out and pulling knives and shit on you, and you leave the shit alone. You find a motherfucking racist ass mind fucking book in this goddamn bedroom under the bed, and you just talk to him about it, huh? You take his fucking phone or something, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, but then still allow the nigga to stockpile bullets in your goddamn house, man. But, and you trying to tell me you ain't know, man, that shit some bullshit. Like, cause the nigga don't allow you in his room or some goofy shit. That's what I was talking about, man. Like, maybe it's me. I live with Michaela and Nick. I'm gonna know. Like, if this nigga Nick go off and do some shit like that, that nigga did that shit at somebody else's house. That nigga ain't about to have rifles and shit linked up against my motherfucking wall at 15, 16 years old or some shit like that, man, for real. Talking about them motherfuckers ain't know. That's just some white people shit, some white people goofy ass shit where you can't go in your son's room and all that shit and you can't tell the nigga what to do. Nigga, if I can't tell you what to do, you got to get the fuck up out of here, nigga. So fuck that. The minute that nigga Nick square up with me, I'm going to beat his ass one time. And if he square up again, he could just get the fuck on. That's just simple as that. Now, if you want to go out and do some crazy shit, nigga, please do not call me, motherfucker. In fact, call me, so I can answer the phone and say, fuck you, nigga. I tried to lead you. That'd be where I'm at. And they say this motherfucker was like 18 years old. Like, and nobody thought it was crazy that an 18-year-old is out buying assault rifles and body armor, like, with a bad attitude and disrespect his parents. Like, nobody, like, come on, man. That's why I say, lock them motherfucking parents up too. Like, for real, ain't that gotta be something like harboring a terrorist or something, man. Like, we gotta put some shit on this shit where I don't know what we gotta do, because this shit is out of hand. It ain't getting out of hand, man. I'm with that 100%. A nigga do some shit like that and he was under your roof when he planned it and bought that shit, bitch, you just as goddamn responsible. I 100% agree with that shit, man, for real. How the fuck you ain't know? That shit took planning, that shit took time and money, and the fact that you didn't know is why your ass need to be locked up too. That's how I feel, but fuck that, man. Like, I spoke on that already, man. I said it wouldn't be the last time, and sad to say that this one won't be the last time. It won't be, because it's a couple old ass fucking crackers living up on the top of a nice ass hill and shit and safe away from the bullshit who getting paid from this bullshit. They selling these guns at a alarm. Them nigga, I was listening to somebody on YouTube, and they was talking about, no, it was Clubhouse, and they was talking about the gun laws down there in Texas. The nigga was like, man, it ain't none. This nigga is a white boy. That nigga said, man, it's the wild, wild west down here. That's what he said. He said it don't matter. He said you can just walk in anywhere, buy anything, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Let me see your ID. Bet. You can have it. Fuck on. Rocket launcher, fucking 1,000 bullets, fucking 12 clips. They don't give a fuck. Come on in here. If you got the money, you can have it. For real. So That's why I say this shit ain't gonna be the last, man, for real. And I think that because it's about the cash, and I think America done made it pretty clear that money is more important than people to them. This shit is a fucking business, man, and these motherfuckers just out they shit. And instead of fixing the laws or making the shit at least a little tighter, it's do something. God damn, man, they down to babies. They done killed some old people last week. This week they killing babies. Like, them niggas ain't gonna them niggas not gonna change shit to somebody knock one of their family members off. But that's not never gonna happen because these niggas up on the hill. Like, that's the thing. Them kids getting homeschooled. They got private tutors, and nigga, them kids don't leave the house. So they ain't got to worry about that shit. So if it's your kid, they don't give a fuck. And all this voting and all that shit don't do shit, man. They gonna sweep this shit under the fucking rug too, man. They gonna label this shit some kind of mental health shit, and that's gonna be that. We'll forget about it when the next one happen. Or when some other shit happen. That's what the fuck we did. So, I don't know why these motherfuckers out looking for motives and why this nigga did it. I mean, how about stating the goddamn obvious, man? These niggas learning this shit from somewhere. Like, for real, Michaela is not even a year old yet. So if she get to 4 or 5 years old talking about she hate white people and, you know, down with crackers and all that shit, we had to be playing some shit on TV or talking about some shit around her or something. She get 15, Nick, them get up to 18, Michael, and they just feel like they want to go off and do, where they get that shit from? Like, for real, these kids ain't born with this shit in their goddamn heart. And I'm done with all this everybody crazy shit, man, for real. Niggas supposed to be so fucking unstable, but the nigga stable enough to go buy some guns, save up money for guns and all this shit, and because the guns ain't free. So he buying these motherfuckers. He saving up money, nigga, working at fucking Burger King. He 18. The nigga can't be clearing no 150 grand where he can go get the shit out of one check. Miss me with that shit. And if he can, where he get that money from? The goddamn parents. So let's just say they don't got nothing to do with it and they don't know. Like they be saying, I had no clue. Let's just run with that. This nigga had to work and save because I don't know about y'all, but I got some shit that costs $1,000. These motherfuckers ain't cheap. So if y'all motherfuckers is out here buying this shit, this nigga had to save. He working at Burger King. It took this nigga a month and a half to save for that motherfucker. That's just for the gun, not the bullets and the other gun and the clips. And this nigga went through 3-4 months of saving checks. And you ain't noticed nothing. This nigga just going to work, ain't buying nothing. A teenager? That nigga ain't want no Jordans or nothing. That nigga ain't want no necklace. Get the fuck out of here, man. Because you can't go in the nigga room, man. Get the fuck out of here. But the nigga stable enough to do all of that and plan out a fucking massacre. As soon as he pop a top, then all of a sudden, we talking about what he done been through. Fuck out of here, man. And don't nail me to the floor on this, man. But I heard that they was shooting with the nigga before he went into the school. Now, that's some punk ass police down there, and they had this nigga before he went into school and didn't get him, and they didn't get the nigga up out of here. But that's a whole different, convo. I don't want to hear all that body armor shit. This nigga ain't made of Teflon. That nigga had a soft spot somewhere, and if y'all bitch ass niggas be training like y'all say y'all do, y'all pretty accurate when it come to gunning niggas down. It seem like when you get to these white boys, y'all motherfuckers can't seem to get the job done. And that's just really how the shit looking. Y'all motherfuckers is snipe a goddamn nigga with a fucking slingshot from 3 miles away, right between the eyes. But then you got this white boy running around. All of a sudden, y'all niggas missing. Come on, man. Motherfucker, I saw the video. I don't know if y'all saw it on Netflix. The nigga got up on the hood and shot through the windshield on this motherfucker like 20, 30 goddamn times. Where the fuck is that aggressiveness and action at when it come to this shit with these goddamn babies? Fuck out of here, man. They probably try to shoot the nigga in a cab or something. You know what I'm saying? Let that been a fucking nigga. They'd have been all dome shots. That nigga would have got shot in the head 14 times from one nigga. For real, get the fuck out of here, man. But I'll let the news lie to y'all and tell y'all, how to deal with it. I saw some shit this morning, what to do in a time of crisis. Read a book, go for a jog and all this shit. They want to teach you how to deal with it because they know it ain't gonna stop. For real, they know that shit, man. And they'll tell y'all everything gonna be okay, but I'll let them, I don't know, man. I'll let them get y'all that shit. I ain't for the bullshit. Like I said, man, on my last one, and I stand on that, and I 100% believe that Where the fuck is all these goons at? These gang banging ass street running. I pull up and kill anybody. Where y'all niggas at, man? Go get these motherfuckers, man. Go deal with that shit, man. Trust me, we are not gonna say nothing. If the shit hit the fan and get nasty, my nigga, I'm to the point. That's where I'm at with it, for real. All this voting and shaking hands and singing and marching, that shit ain't doing shit. These motherfuckers, that nigga said it ain't no gun laws down here. They said it's that nigga words was it's the wild, wild west. And I fucking believe it. But like I said, I don't know, I'm off that shit, man. Like all I can say is what I've been saying and I'm tired of saying. Like my heart really go out to these people and these families. They said it was like 18, 19 people, a couple teachers. Like, nigga, what was your deal? What them babies got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck them teachers, like if you got a problem with whoever you got a problem with, nigga, take it to them. But if you do got a problem with kids, nigga, what is your problem with kids? Like, come on now. But can't do nothing but pray over that and pray over us, man. I hope everybody be safe. Keep that goddamn head on the swivel, man, for real. And just, I don't know, man, try to hold it together as long as you can in the best way you can. That's all I can say. But my heart goes out to them people, man. That shit just fucking sad. But I'll move the fuck on because there's nothing we can really, talking about that shit ain't gonna do shit, man. We passed the talking point, man. I'm with Kerr on this shit. What the fuck we gonna do? And I don't think me and him really on the same page about that. I think, nigga, when some shit like this happen, you need to go over there and knock a patch of meat out his mama head. So a motherfucker know the next nigga do some shit like this, we knocking your mama off. We knocking your daddy off, your sister, somebody. Nigga, if y'all ain't about to be running around here taking my baby and your baby still get to go to school tomorrow, I'm going over there and I'm gonna knock his motherfucking block off too. And when we get to that point, niggas, I think we there. I think that's what's gonna chill these niggas out. Because it ain't no consequence. Dying, you letting them off the hook. Sending them to jail, you letting them off the fucking hook. This nigga get to live free forever. If you kill him, he out of here. He ain't got no consequence to deal with. Fuck out of here, man. We got to stay here and deal with this pain, burying these babies, nigga. It's about to be 19 baby funerals, motherfucker, whether y'all know it or not. Like, nigga, I don't know how to deal with one. You know what I'm saying? 19, y'all niggas out, y'all, man. Let me get the fuck on because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to incite no riot because I'm not. However, I'm really calling on these niggas from the streets and all that shit where y'all niggas at. For real. But anyway, I don't know, man. I guess I want to get to the shit that I really wanted to kind of dabble on because I was listening to some shit yesterday at work. It was this one nigga, man. This nigga just talking acting like jail is like cool as hell. Like that shit was just crazy. I was on Clubhouse yesterday and this one dude was just like talking this like jail story shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was like going through the whole list of like how to survive like in jail and like how to make money and shit in jail. Like, how to get shit in there, like cell phones, pills. This nigga was going through the whole shit. Dope. Like dirty magazines, all kind of shit, man. This nigga was talking about, man. This nigga talking about getting meth and lean. I'm like, in jail? Like, y'all get y'all hands on shit better than niggas out here. But talking about COs and shit, yeah, they'll do it for you, nigga. Get a bitch, fucking nigga paying $1,500 for a phone. Where nigga in jail getting $1,500 from? Not my business, but whatever. I'm just saying. This nigga was telling the story so good, man. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. Like, I was listening to the nigga, and this nigga fucked around and reeled me in. I was listening to this nigga for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Before I like snapped out of it. Like, what the fuck? Like, for real. Like, I was invested in this nigga's story for about 10, 15 minutes. But it was like, even though all this goofy jail shit, like, none of that shit apply to a nigga like me. Like, cause I don't plan on going to jail. And like, I ain't in jail, so what the fuck I need to know? And this nigga damn near had me taking notes, man. He was a wonderful storyteller. This nigga stayed on topic and the timeline and everything, man. Like, nigga had like a Ving Rhames voice and all kind of shit, man. That nigga had me all ears for a few minutes, man. Had me fucked up. I don't need to know how to keister some shit into jail, or is it Queister or Keister? It's one of them, man. I don't even know. I might have to look that up, see how you spell that. Keister. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. When niggas be sticking shit up their ass or whatever. Y'all see the what was that? Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell. What was the name of that shit? Get Out or some shit like that. I don't know. But with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell, niggas in that bitch just like, ugh, like sticking shit, just pull a knife out their ass, man, on the fucking electric toothbrush or some shit, man. Like pulling shanks and shit out, weed and cell phones. And to get it out your ass, guess what? You had to put that motherfucker up in your ass. That's the part fucking me up. Like, nigga, I ain't confident enough to put a razor up my ass or no cell phone, nigga. A cell phone? Come on, my nigga. For what? For you to get on fucking Facebook? Nah, call nigga. Come on, man. Fucking just how about just not go to jail? But like I said, that shit don't apply to me. But I guess I learn all that crazy shit if I end up, ever end up in that. Let me knock on some wood or something around here. I don't never end up in that bitch and I ain't gotta learn it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this nigga was like, I don't know, man. He was telling us a story like we was around a motherfucking campfire or something. This nigga was, what he was talking about, like, I was walking the yard and I peeped that I couldn't get the nigga there. So boom, right? You know what I'm saying? I had to wait a few days. Nigga had to wait a couple days to get this nigga. So he like, soon as them folks popped the door open and shit, I went right down there and got to poking that nigga. I'm at work like, god damn, like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga like plotting this shit. He sharpening his shank. He making the shit and he wrapped the shit up, ripped the sleeve off his shirt and all kind of shit. I'm like, damn, these niggas got full-blown wood shop in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to make no shank with a handle out of a shirt or whatever, but it was like all because this nigga wouldn't let this nigga use his call to three-way his people for him because you got your phone rights took away because you was on the phone on some bullshit. So now you want this nigga to not talk to his fucking mama or his girl or whatever for you to tell your family some shit that you're not supposed to be telling them. I don't think you could three-way niggas from jail. I think that's against the rules. Mm-hmm. Like if you call your mama, she can't three-way your baby mama. They better both just be in the same fucking house or some shit. I think that's the rule, but I ain't sure. Don't nail me to the floor. I never been to prison. I know niggas went to prison. I think I heard that before, but I don't know. This nigga can't even talk to his mama or his girl. You know what I'm saying? He gotta waste this call on you or run the risk of getting killed. Like literally killed. And this nigga thought this shit was cool. He was just talking that shit like it was, man. And that's kind of where I had to, I don't know, push my chair away from the table. I can't be eating this kind of bullshit, man. And this nigga said that shit with so much goddamn pride. Like that nigga, man, he finished that goddamn story and was beating his chest. And he was ready for questions. Like afterwards and shit. This nigga talking about like how he a real nigga and he don't go for no fuck shit and I don't go for disloyal niggas and if you gonna be a hoe, you can't be around me and all. Y'all in jail, y'all around each other, nigga. Like what the fuck is you talking? Like where he gonna go? Like you think if a nigga in jail had somewhere else to go, he'd pick jail, motherfucker. Like what are we talking about when we say stuff like that? Like can't be around me. Like nigga, I don't know, man. He was just, I don't know. He was just talking shit how he was a man and how he stand on his own too and all that, you know, that jail shit. And then some nigga asked nigga what he went to jail for. And this nigga said bank robbery. And I was, that shit was wild, man. Like you couldn't stand on your own too and get a job while you was out. But whatever. That ain't my business, man. I ain't trying to get poked up around this bitch by no nigga come from behind my garage poking me up or whatever. But this nigga said he like, I think he said he did like 14 years for the shit. And if you went in when you was 19, so you out robbing banks at 19, nigga, you ain't even give yourself a fucking chance if you ask me. Like a lot of niggas, like a lot of us, we could have easily throw it away. It was a time or two where I could have thrown shit away, but I wasn't running up in no goddamn bank. But anyway, this nigga said he was 19 and he did 14. So you get out, you what, 33 years old. I think the nigga said he was like 40, so you been out for like 7 years. And this nigga said when he got out, he went right back to the set. Got right back to banging. You didn't learn nothing. Like this shit. So you missed your whole goddamn 20s. That's damn near nigga prime. For men, I think our prime 20s, women might be 40s. I don't know. That ain't me, man. I'm just saying like, and the nigga said he jumped off the porch with a, you know, at 12 or 13, like most niggas. And I've been on the set ever since, you know what I'm saying? I've been holding it down for the set ever since then. And I'm like, this nigga's out of control, man. Like, that nigga, I'm damn near scared of this nigga. But, so from 12 to 40, you've been going to jail and holding down the set and doing all this shit. So it's clear to say you didn't finish school. It's clear to say you ain't put no money into Social Security or no retirement plan or nothing like that. So wasn't no working or providing for your family. I mean, you probably was selling dope or hustling, robbing niggas or whatever, but all them years of holding down the set and being in jail and away from your family, that's the part niggas don't bring up. Like, they don't speak on the fact that when, you know, he left, she was pregnant. And then when the nigga got back, the little girl was in high school. Nigga don't, and he missed all the walking, the first teeth and all that shit. Nigga don't talk about that. That's the bullshit I be talking about. They just try to keep that shit, you know, the whole conversation like inside the jail bars, you know, where they got the upper hand at, because that's what the nigga was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was, nigga asked him a question. Well, they ain't got nothing to do with it. You got to know how to survive on the inside. No, you don't. Like, for real. That's why, like, if you ever kicking it with like a career jailbird ass nigga, like, you ever notice how these motherfuckers like take anything and relate that shit to fucking jail or walk in the yard or some gangbanging shit? Like, niggas could just be sitting around, like, just let's just say we sitting around watching the fucking Heat and Celtics. Tatum go in for a layup, nigga foul him too hard, knock him down. Could be a flagrant, common foul, they go to the booth or whatever. This nigga jump out the window talking about if he got fouled like that while he was in, he would go to the tool room and cut a piece of fence and make a shank and take it back to the room and sharpen it and, you know, put the pencil on the fucking plug and heat it up and to melt it. Put that bitch in a cuff of his fucking jeans or some shit. I'd seen that on 60 Days In, and wait to catch this nigga and poke his ass. And I'll be sitting, I'm like, who, PJ Tucker? Like, nigga, how we get here? That shit be crazy to me, man. Like, y'all niggas institutionalized, man, and we gotta break that. Or not, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it too, man. Niggas be so quick to want to go Shawshank on niggas, man. Niggas be so quick to throw up how much time they did, all kind of shit. And before I drift too far away from that, man, real quick, a little side note, like, I don't know what's up with this whole ass Heat and Celtics series, man. Like, I don't know who the fuck gonna win this bitch. Like, I thought Miami was gonna bully them niggas, man. I'd like to see Jimmy Butler get a ring so he can kind of rub that bitch in Philly face, you know what I'm saying? Because they kind of hold that nigga, but it's really kind of looking like Golden State gonna pull this one off. I damn near think them niggas lost on purpose last night just to win it at home. But anyway, I think Golden State gonna pull it off. But anyway, man, back to the shit though, man. Point is, we got to keep these like street niggas and jail niggas away from our babies, man. Like, listening to that nigga, man, I can't imagine that nigga telling that story to a 7-year-old because he made it sound so cool because of how he reeled me in. And I know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the people that was in the room with this nigga. I know it was adults in there. Wasn't no kids in there. And niggas was quiet while this nigga was talking. And it's just like, if he caught a group of 12-year-olds right on the fucking turn of who they about to start being or becoming, he'll fuck them up. That's why we get, for real, that's bullshit. I ain't hating on no nigga gang banging. I ain't hating on no nigga selling dope or nothing. Everybody done been there. Everybody got their goddamn story. From your mama, your daddy, me, you, your uncle. Everybody got a story. But somewhere up in there, we cut the shit off. This nigga was 40. Nigga said, I'd be 40. What did he say? I'd be 41. Some shit like September 19th or some shit like that. And this nigga, like, that ain't the nigga we need to have leading the pack, man. Like, these niggas will literally feed your baby some bullshit, and it'll be on you to clean that shit up or fix it. Like, niggas never tell your kid to go to a different direction. That's what I be trying to do. I tell the motherfucker, man, don't do it the way Michael did it. I might have turned out okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you, God. I'm gonna continue to wake up and do the best I can every day. But nigga, it don't have to be this way. You do not have to walk through that barbed wire. You can go that other way over there where it's just a clear path. School, graduate, college, graduate, job, handle your business. You can still drop mixtapes and shit on the side. You can still do all that, man. Like, you can still have your fun and all of that, man, but you do not have to go through jail to get to where the fuck we all want to end up anyway. Family, house, car, all that shit. We don't have to go to jail first for that, but these niggas will do that shit, and they won't even tell your kid about the other way. They'll try to teach your kid how to maneuver through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be basically get out of jail. These niggas be super lawyers and shit with no goddamn degree. Niggas buffed up and shit, and they not a personal trainer. Niggas got hands and ready for action, nigga, but ain't trying to chase no boxing career. Like, what did you go through all of that for? Just to run down the fucking laws of Michigan to me in the criminal system, and I don't give a fuck? Like, man, that's all I'm saying. Niggas just roaming around dropping random jewels on niggas and fucking up the kids and shit. Just random ass shit, man, for real. Telling them how cool jail is and how it ain't that bad. Like, I've heard niggas really say that. Like, man, just keep your head down, do your time. Nigga, well, how about not go? Like, that ain't never the option, man. It's just how you can go in that bitch, find the biggest nigga on the yard and punch me. Like, all this shit, how to deal with being in jail. Go in there, find you a clique of niggas, get with the blacks because it's a race war. All that goofy shit, nigga. Instead of telling the nigga, just don't go. Like, for real, man. Get you a fucking job, be a CO, a trustee or some shit like that, man. And you, all that shit, fuck that. Nick, how about this? Michael, don't go. Want to try that? Let's see how that work out. And we'll see where it go from there. Telling them that shit ain't bad, nigga. Yes, it is. Like, for real, man. I seen American History X. They raped that nigga. For real. That was his friends. This nigga was on some bullshit. That nigga stopped wanting to be with the bullshit. They raped him. Like, I ain't trying to be around no friends like that. Like, for real, nigga. You at work, nigga, doing your job, and niggas, your coworkers just rape you. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. So keep that bullshit away from me and my babies, especially my babies. I know how to filter the shit, but my babies, I don't know if they know, so get the fuck on. That shit just crazy, man. This nigga Nick don't need to know how to make no motherfucking shank out of no coffee cup lid or the brim of a fucking hat, man. Just to keep niggas off, just to keep other grown men off his fucking ass cheeks, man. What the fuck? You don't need to know how to make no motherfucking cook up. That nigga don't need to know none of that shit, man. All he need to know is how to stay out that bitch. Like, how about that? But if you sit there, they'll fill you and your kid head up with all that useless info. And what we do with useless info, we gonna find a way to use it. And shit, next thing you know, this nigga Nick done poked up some kid at school with a Starbucks lid and a tiger's brim that he done made, all because, you know, you let this nigga teach him that bullshit, man. Or some shit, you know, about fuck the crackers in their system and all that shit. You know, it's got my baby running around with up, man. Get the fuck on, man. I don't know, man. Leaving out all the shit that you did. Nigga, you robbed a bank and shot a bank teller in the goddamn face because you failed as a dope dealer, nigga, or a rapper or some shit, nigga. Like, how did you end up in this bank robbing it? Like, nigga, I got way more questions besides how you make a shank. Like, nigga, at 19, how was it so bad at 19, nigga, that you had to rob a bank? Or try to. I mean, obviously you went to jail, you didn't succeed. Or even if you did, you spent the money. Like, nigga, you committed a crime, but I don't know. Niggas be out here fucked up, man. Nigga done dropped out in the 5th grade and your lousy ass mama let you drop out. Like, nigga, something been went wrong. Like, for a 19-year-old, I mean, for real, I don't know about that. Nigga can't read, nigga can't write or count or nothing. And that's, you know, that's the shit the real niggas always leave out. Got my baby just sitting around thinking you some innocent black man that the fucking system came crashing down on, and you know how you got wronged by the white man. You know what I'm saying? Like you was just some all A student in a fucking science lab. I don't know, fucking creating a cure for COVID, and a van full of crackers just pulled up and just snatched you and pent the fucking murder on you. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit crazy. And where that shit lead me and Janetta going to court, bond, and rides to visit this motherfucker and all that shit after he done poked up little Justin at lunch because you got this nigga thinking that that's somehow gonna change the structure of America or the judicial system. You gotta get these niggas back when you can, you know, all that goofy shit these niggas be saying, man. Like, come on, man, that shit ain't gonna do nothing but get that boy locked up. And then where your gang banging ass gonna be at when Nick and that bitch cooling his heels and we going down up 75 to visit this nigga somewhere? Where that nigga be at? Somewhere talking about how we fucked up, how fucked up me and Janetta is for letting the shit go down like that and not raising them right. That's where you gonna be at. Nigga Mike, man, moved out there and all that shit, man, and the motherfucker look at his son. Because I kept inviting your ass to my house and letting you sit on the couch and talk to my son. So, I don't know. So you know what? Before it go down, you right. Get the fuck away from me and my babies. And that's what most of you fuck niggas don't want to do, man. For real. It's to that point. Because you grew up with a nigga. I don't mean you gotta continue to let this motherfucker influence your life, man, and then you fuck around and get stuck with this nigga and you feel obligated to not hurt this nigga feelings. I don't know, because you don't want to tell the truth or tell your kid the truth or him, nigga. For real, fuck all that. So a nigga say I changed and I'm acting funny and all that. Fuck you, nigga. Do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't the one for that bullshit, and I ain't never gonna be. Like for real. I refuse, man. Like I climbed this motherfucking long, tall ass mountain for me, for my family, for my kids, for my friends and shit. I don't want to be the idiot in the clique. That's why I climbed up this fucking hill. That's why I went back to school and trying to work and trying to just walk the fucking line you supposed to walk. Nigga, it's because I don't want to be the nigga that y'all gotta visit. I don't want to be the nigga sitting on the corner drunk telling y'all niggas how to make a fucking shank. I ain't gonna be that nigga. Fuck all that. So y'all can say a nigga changed or acting funny or all that, man. For real, I ain't do all that shit. Then a nigga try to convince you and your kid that what your daddy doing, that ain't no different from what I'm doing. He feeding his family, I'm feeding my family. Like the top ain't no different from the bottom. Yo, man, fuck out of here, man. If that's the case, then nigga, why you trying to climb it? Everybody trying to get money. Everybody trying to get to a point where they don't got to work and your money working for you. We all doing that, nigga. But why you got to tell them to go that way? And you down here and this nigga's up here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like I said, man, that's another thing, man, about the top and the bottom, man. How the fuck a bitch ass nigga who ain't never been to the goddamn top gonna tell you about the top? For real, that be the main thing, nigga. You ain't did nothing but spend time in jail. You can't tell me about how it is about getting like credit, nigga. Not if you still. I ain't talking to the niggas that change. Some niggas change and they learn shit and they apply it. Not y'all. I'm talking about these niggas who fuck up, get out, still be banging. Like the nigga I was listening to. He was still, nigga, you can't give me no life advice. You only can tell me what not to do. You can't tell me about up there buying a house and credit and, you know, 401ks, nigga. You don't know shit about that, my nigga. You like for real, you don't. You been in jail 30 years out your life, nigga. Like what the fuck you been doing? Like, fuck on, man. But anyway, nigga sit around trying to make that shit seem the same, man. Like, you want me to tell my goddamn kids that school and working is soft because your ass sell dope, rob niggas, and can't fucking read. So not to protect your feelings. Fuck out of here. In most cases, y'all niggas ain't even successful at that. Man, get the fuck out of here. And that's why your ass in and out of jail with all these war stories and all this bullshit about getting put on and all that shit. Fuck all that, man, for real. We can still be cool, man. Like, I got niggas, you know, back in the day that went to jail and we still cool, man, and we can still be cool. Like, I don't know, man, if you shut the fuck up and understand that I'm trying to give my baby a better path than we had. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from some of the niggas, man. We from the same goddamn projects. We from the same rough beginnings and all that, nigga. I just don't want my babies to have to do that. I'm not going to teach them how to deal with the shit. Nigga, they can just not pick it up. For real, man. Now, and that's 100. I don't give a fuck what history we had or how long we been knowing each other, nigga. Fuck all that. That shit don't apply to my babies, and I'm trying to do everything I can for it not to. I don't never want none of my kids to feel like it's that bad to where they got to run up in the goddamn bank, man. Like, it's really, but you know what? That go back to Balenciagas and bad bitches and cars and all that. That's what it go back to. You, like, Nick, you can get a motherfucking BMW, nigga. They giving them bitches away if you go in there with the right credit score and the right down payment and the right job. You ain't got to run in that bitch with a bag full of fucking money. That ain't the only way. It's different ways you can do it, nigga. Trust me, it's more lawyers and doctors and shit with BMWs than it is dope dealers. I put my money on that. It ain't that many successful dope dealers. It's a lot of successful doctors and lawyers. And them niggas ain't got to worry about a nigga busting they motherfucking melon, leaving in and out of their job like these niggas do. When they leave in and out the house, they got to worry about if a nigga outside to get them. When they come home, they got to worry about if a nigga in there to get them. Sometimes they own homeboy. The same nigga that you had in your house teaching your kid the wrong shit to double back and rob you and your fucking homeboy because he see you got 15 grand in your fucking safe. For real. But like I said, man, I don't go through that shit, man. For real, I don't give a fuck about nothing of that shit in the past, man. That's the past, and it's the past for a reason. I don't give a fuck about none of the work we put in, the hoes we fucked, and the niggas we stomped out and all that shit, man. Fuck all that. Fuck you too, nigga, if you can't understand that I'm trying to keep my babies away from that shit. Like, for real, man. They don't need to know what daddy did back in the fucking day or how we got here. Nigga, we here. Like, for real, all they need to know is that daddy or granddaddy is this hard-working ass square nigga who gets on the floor and let them get on my back like a fucking horse, man. My fucking grandbabies come over here, first thing they do, they get out, nigga, so I can get on your back and all that shit, nigga. I'm 42 years old. Whatever. Let them know that guy. They don't need to know all this other shit, man, for real. So, now, thank you for being a friend, but shut the fuck up so I can keep pushing this ball. If you're not gonna help me push it, at least sit down and shut the fuck up. So, like I said, man, we can be cool and scroll down memory lane all you want to, but when one of them babies walk up, man, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. For real, you gotta pause that shit. Now, if you can't do that, I'm gonna have to cut the shit off myself or cut you off. Because to keep it 100, if we continue to push the issue because you trying to out-cool me to my kids, nigga, fuck all that. And once we dive into that conversation for real, that's when it normally get nasty and feelings get hurt, because what we teaching my babies over here is the complete opposite, nigga. Straight 180 of what you doing and how you living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna just because you doing something, yeah, we going out Friday, Mike, man, got the hose, bottles. Nah, I'm straight. I know how to do that. I ain't about to let my kids even think that that's cool or think that that's the same level as a fucking lawyer. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. And once you get into that conversation, what these motherfuckers say? Like what, Mike? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference in all that shit? And it's like, okay, nigga, well, let's walk out on the diving board, nigga. If you want to dive in, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And check this out, my nigga, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when you get to running down the list of they fuck ups and, you know, where you think they fucked up in their life and through their life or still fucking up at, what happened, man? You know what I'm saying? That's where the hurt come in at. And you might have to kill this nigga, man. Like, or you love this nigga. You might have to kill a nigga you love. Or lose a friend and all that shit because you wouldn't let this nigga pop shit in front of your baby. Like, y'all niggas got to get that shit under control, because, like, real shit, like, we really don't be wanting to go there because we know how it's going to end. Niggas with sense know where some of these arguments going to lead. So, you know what, nigga, you got it. You know what I'm saying? A fight, losing your friend, I'm dead and you in jail, or you dead and I'm in jail, away from my fucking family and shit, off because of what, man? Because we see through your bullshit and we don't agree with it? Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all super tough, ultra fucking sensitive ass niggas get mad as fuck when y'all realize all this shit that you learned in jail, how really irrelevant that shit is to the real world, and get mad because we don't want to fucking apply that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your cook up and fifi making skills and all that shit get you nowhere out here, my nigga. Like all them fucking like shanks and all, you run up on a nigga with a shank, somebody gonna shoot the shit out your ass out here. Niggas is legal to fucking carry guns. Nigga, don't be down there in Texas where the nigga say it's the Wild Wild West. Nigga, you run up trying to poke a nigga. Man, y'all, come on, man. That's why. That's why I'd rather walk away and just save the relationship, man. Because most, not all, but most of these niggas out here, they ain't got shit but that image and them jail stories, man. That's it. That's all these niggas got, man. Gangbanging shit, that's all they got. And we know it, and we still love y'all, man. Y'all just got to chill the fuck out. And some of these niggas, man, they'll kill you for calling them out on that shit when that's all they got, man. Or Or if you say you don't care about that shit, like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. Nigga get mad, man. Nigga be ready to fight and end up taking your fucking life because you don't care how they got put on the set, nigga. Or because you left the set. We can't leave that part out neither. A lot of niggas get mad when niggas just grow up. Y'all niggas be ready to poke a nigga for that. But, you know, niggas don't care about that shit, man. And it don't matter or how much time they did, man. That's when it's best to walk away and say fucking. And in most cases, man, that's really what's best. Seriously, man. I know, like, a lot of us, we trying to do right and we got friends and all that shit, man. Like, but sometimes it's just better to walk away, man. I ain't bullshitting, man, because these niggas will pour that shit on your baby. They already pouring it on their babies. Y'all see some of these thugged out ass niggas, y'all see their kid. We just like, man, we might as well clean the cell out for that little nigga. He coming. He on his way. But I just look at it like this. How I'm gonna teach my son like the importance of school and like being a stand-up man without pointing out how it turns out when you don't get an education and don't be a stand-up dude. Like, how I'm gonna prove to my son that jail don't make you a man without pointing out niggas who went to jail and still ain't a man. Like, if I allow you to tell him that that's what it take to become a man, and that's the easier route, because nigga, going to jail is an easier route than school. Like, nigga, for real, you got to get up, write papers, go back and forth, nigga. Y'all niggas in jail, just get up and that's it. Like, for real, get took care of, clothes get washed, and you ain't got to pay no bills, nigga. That's damn near the easy way to me, but it's still the hard way, nigga, either way it go. But I don't know, man. That shit just crazy, man. I just look at it like, same way y'all niggas got y'all stats, I got mine. I say, look at this jail Nick, Michael, look at this jail nigga. Now look at your Uncle Joe. Look at that jail nigga over there. Look at your daddy. Look at that jail nigga. Look at Coach Hall. Look at Coach Johnson. Look at that. Now you tell me what the fuck the difference is, and if the fucking shoe, whichever shoe fits Cinderella, put that motherfucker on. It ain't on me. Y'all niggas do that shit. Y'all made that bed and toss your name in that goddamn hat. Not to mention, most of y'all niggas go to jail. Y'all real niggas go to jail and get straight to fucking snitching. Y'all leave that part out too. You know what I'm saying? And jump back out here. I don't know. On some fucking tough guy shit, and you done told on every goddamn body. Or niggas come out gay or a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Jump out here 13 years later trying to tell my baby that we on the same level and all that shit. Or you over me, man. Get the fuck on. Nigga done fucked up your son, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck up mine. You fucked him up being gone and hurt your parents and your daughter, 19 and a whore now because you wasn't on deck to protect her none or give her no kind of advice. Come on, man. I'm just saying. That shit is wild, man. And I ain't trying to twist no knife, man. I 100% understand, because like I really used to be like knee deep in the bullshit with niggas, man. Like, for real. But you got to flip that leaf for something. You got to find some reason to flip the leaf, my nigga. Like, you got to. I don't know what the fuck going on. I used to be dwelling in the shenanigans, man, on some straight bullshit shit. I done did so much fucked up shit, man. I be thinking sometimes I don't even know if God gonna let me in that motherfucker or not, man. But we gonna keep praying and changing and trying to do shit better to get in there. Try to get that ticket punch. But that's a whole nother deal, man. Shit, I ain't even get my goddamn license till I was 30 something. So, you know, so what kind of fuck nigga would I be? You know what I'm saying? Not to warn some little boy about that shit or try to make the shit seem cool. Nigga, ain't shit cool about going through your 20s. Nigga, head on a swivel looking through the rearview mirror for the police, nigga, when you can just go up there and get your goddamn license, nigga, when you're 16 or 17. Like, real. That's when niggas try to make some shit up. The white man holding me down. That's why I didn't have no license, dog. Nigga ain't had no license because I was rolling around with no license. I was clear. I started driving before I even thought about getting a license. So them tickets started piling up. That's where the shit went downhill. That nigga ain't I should do no white man. Hell no. And I tell my babies that, man, all that fucking money I spent on bonds and court and weed and liquor and fucking probation and back and forth to community service and wasted years and all that shit, man. These bitch ass niggas had me shoveling the courthouse, nigga, for like a week outside, cold in the motherfucker, man. That shit was some bullshit. So what the fuck I look like not to, man? Nigga ain't want shit, man, for real. I be thinking about that shit. That shit wild, but you know what? This ain't about me. For real, man. In fact, Let me get the fuck on, man, because I got to get to work, man. I just want to dabble on that because I heard that shit yesterday. And that shit, it almost hurt my feelings. I ain't going to lie, but y'all cool ass, gang banging ass, jailbird niggas really got to chill the fuck out, man. Like, you not tougher than me because you got caught doing a crime. Like, that don't mean I didn't do nothing. Like, if we grew up together and all this shit, man, I hate when a nigga be, like, hitting niggas with that shit. Like, nigga, you ain't harder than me because you got caught, my nigga. It's a lot of niggas out here with bodies, nigga. Niggas done robbed niggas and robbed corner stores and never got caught. Like, niggas done bust niggas all in the ass and all and never got caught. You not tougher than him because he ain't walked no yard and all that bullshit. You not smarter than him because you been in jail for fucking 9 years, nigga, and memorized the whole goddamn law library, nigga. You still ain't no fucking lawyer, nigga. You can't get no job and no case or nothing, nigga. Fuck out of here, man. Like, these niggas out here trying to act like they doing so much better because they got out and got right back on the same bullshit, nigga. What the fuck? And that ain't me shitting on no nigga. I'm talking about when y'all jail niggas bring it up to a square. You know what I'm saying? That be the problem. Niggas, like, say a nigga going to college and he about to graduate. His competition ain't the nigga coming out of jail. So I know he ain't talking shit to you. His competition is fucking rest in peace, but his competition is like Johnny Cochran them. What the fuck he look like turning around to argue with you? And then you get mad when he don't or say he's soft or gay or some shit like that. Now your baby hear that shit. Now he thinks school is soft and gay and he don't want to be soft and gay because his daddy say soft and gay is wrong. Whole nother thing, man. Niggas be... That's why I be saying, man, like all them flashy ass clothes and shit from the dope dealing and robbing niggas. And man, that shit don't mean nothing to a nigga who don't give a fuck about no flashy clothes, man. Like, and y'all can get mad all y'all want to, man, and call niggas hoes and soft and all that shit. Cause one thing my soft square ass ain't gonna worry about is going to jail for going to work. Or I ain't gotta worry about some nigga blowing my motherfucking head off while I'm trying to put a goddamn dough on. Like, for real. I don't think about that shit. So some of us really cool with our regular life that we made for ourselves, and we will blow your fucking head off for it. I don't think niggas be understanding that part. I don't want to. I don't want no violence in my life, but y'all niggas better leave that shit the fuck away from me and let me just keep being this soft ass square nigga that I'm trying to be. That's where I leave it at, man. But some of us really don't give a fuck about cars. We don't give a fuck about popping bottles. We don't give a fuck about going to no motherfucking club, throwing 10, 15 grand when we got student loans to pay off. Like, I don't need no necklace, motherfucker. I need some front brakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing all that shit. And we don't give a fuck how much you respected in the hood or how you got put on or how you and your homeboys held it down in the yard. Some niggas just really don't care about that. And y'all need to quit getting mad about that. Like, for real, that's the shit I be talking about, because definitely can't get mad because we warn our kids about niggas like you or tell them that the path you took was the wrong path because you ain't man enough to say it. Nigga, I don't expect you to be man enough to say it to my son. I'll say it for me. You ain't got to fucking do nothing for me when it come to my babies. Shit, I'm going to tell them like it is, even if it's me, motherfucker. Fuck that. Especially when you got a jail nigga teaching his son not to take that route, but then to tell your son how cool it is. I really hate y'all niggas. For real. Like, that's the shit I be talking about, but I try to get off of it, man. But I don't know, man. Before I dip, because it's almost that time, man. For real. For all you in love with prison ass niggas, man, who out here in society, if you really want to go back to jail, if it's so cool in on the inside, and y'all think it's just so much fun in there, it's such a cakewalk, and that's what you're accustomed to. Talking to a coworker yesterday, it was pretty funny, and I thought I'd throw it on y'all niggas. If y'all really want to go back to jail, go the fuck back. Like, niggas be out here talking that bullshit, but you're still out here. Go back. And I think I speak for all taxpayers when I say that we need a program that just let niggas back in. I know we be crying like we take the taxpayers' money and take care of these prisoners and all of that, but some of these niggas want to be in jail. Some of these niggas need to be in jail, and they letting them out. So we shouldn't have to wait for this Brooks Halton nigga to lose it and want to go back and hurt somebody in the process. Like, you want to go back, real nigga? Sign right here, and we'll put your ass back in here. You want to get back to that cool ass celly that you was with, and you can't make it out here in society? You ain't got to hurt nobody or do no dumb shit. Bring your real man ass down here and sign this dotted line, and we'll lock you up for 9 more months. We'll do that. Every time you feel like you ain't ready, come on back in, nigga. You ain't got to go rob no bank. You ain't got to shoot nobody. You ain't got to hurt nobody grandma or nothing. Just tell us the truth. I ain't ready yet. Give me a few more days, and we'll put your ass back in here. I'm off for taking taxpayers' money for that, because these niggas get out and they don't be ready, and then now they got to do some shit like my man to go back. I thought that ain't that the nigga name, man, Brooks, the nigga from Shawshank, the nigga who, the nigga like dangled himself or something, right? Because he got out and couldn't take it. Nigga almost got hit by a car and all kind of shit, man. These niggas, if that's the case, let the nigga stay. I'm all for that, man, but I don't know, man. He dangled himself, though, for real. That nigga said, I can't handle it out here, so I'm out of here, for real. They carved his name in that motherfucking wood. That nigga was out of here, man. But anyway, this is all about fixing it. Like, we got to fix this shit somehow, man. And I'm sorry if I was all over the place, man. Y'all know I just be yip-yapping, but facts is facts, man. End of the day, jail ain't cool. Showering with 20 niggas ain't cool. 20 other men, all y'all right there butt naked, just showering together. That shit ain't cool. Sleeping with one eye open ain't cool. Being away from your family and friends ain't cool. Learning how to make anything out of anything, that ain't cool. I see y'all niggas on YouTube with hot plates. Where y'all get a hot plate from in jail ain't my business. I ain't here to tell on nobody, but I don't need to know how to take random ingredients out the vending machine and make a fucking casserole, nigga. Doritos, fucking Slim Jim casserole. I don't need that recipe. We eat the regular shit out here, but that shit ain't cool. Being away from your mama and family and shit for 20, 25 years, man, that shit ain't cool. What else? Queistering. That shit is the furthest from cool. When you get back to the hood, they still ain't gonna love you. All that movie shit niggas be talking about, that goofy shit is a lie. Like, you just off the scene for 25 years. Life gonna keep moving. And what the fuck I look like? I get back and Michaela's 26. She not gonna know me. Like, man, ain't the fuck that. But for what though? To prove that I'm a man or that I'm loyal to the set or some shit, man? That ain't loyal to me, man. That's why I fuck with like Wallow, for real. That nigga, man, he keep it a buck about jail. That nigga talking about how he was crying and how it's fucked up niggas calling and partying, and he and that bitch sad as hell. That's the part y'all niggas be leaving out. So that's why I fuck with Wallow, man. That nigga ain't like a lot of y'all old ass niggas out here still pushing P and all that shit, because that's all you got, man. I ain't laughing at y'all niggas, man, but we got to do something. For real, that's all I'm saying, man. I just saw this old nigga online, man. I was thinking about it. I ain't gonna say the nigga name or whatever, because I know how serious y'all take these niggas, but it was this old Morgan Freeman ass nigga, man. This nigga was like 84 talking about on the set. Like, this nigga ended like every sentence was like on the set and on such and such and them. And this nigga, man, was old, Social Security. I'm talking about 1 foot in the casket, other on the banana peel old. And this nigga still talking that shit, and I'm thinking in my head, like, nigga, fuck the set, nigga. You better take these set of pills for your old ass die, nigga. Like, what the fuck you still out here hanging out? This nigga dancing with death and talking about, nigga, nigga ain't gonna disrespect me. What you gonna do, nigga? You 84. If a 26-year-old healthy than a motherfucker come up to you and wave his goddamn red flag in your face, what your old ass gonna do? Be shaking like my man on New Jack City trying to get that pistol out, nigga? Get the fuck, come on, man. That shit was just crazy, man. This nigga almost out of here talk about on the goddamn set, man, for real. Goddamn Reaper on number 20 on 37. And your ass standing there with ticket number 38 and you talking about on the set, man. Oh, God, man, we got to do something, but that's all niggas be having, man, because after all that repping and putting in work, jail time and missing your family and shit, what you get? Old ass living with your heartless ass son that you raised, or that whore of a daughter you raised, nigga, or didn't raise, and bitch got 13 kids. and using you for your check and them $200 in fucking food stamps that the state giving you, and you gonna end up living with one of them evil motherfuckers that you taught not to give a fuck about nothing. Now they don't give a fuck about you, no compassion or nothing. They just out here all fucked up. They don't know how to love or none of that shit, man. All they care about is surviving and Balenciagas, nigga. And you ain't ever teach them to have shit or want shit or how to keep shit. They following behind this real nigga of a father that you claim you was and shit. Now you in some back room propped up like fucking Norman Bates mama or something so she can get that 640 and them 200 and stamps off your ass. And your old wrinkled ass back there in the window, nigga, looking at the trees in the back fence, nigga, or a pit bull she got chained in, or baby daddy got chained in the backyard or some shit, man. That's how your life gonna end up. I ain't trying to fuck with that shit, man. For real, nigga, all that real nigga shit, man. TT and Desmond or Booby or somebody got me in a motherfucking rocking chair, nigga. I'm just facing and looking at a pit bull all day, chasing birds. Man, I ain't trying to go out like that. And they gonna let you stay there because they need the money. Because you ain't press school or nothing on them. So, now they ain't shit and they ain't got shit. So they need that 640. Shit. And then they letting you stay there, and it ain't because they love you, because you ain't love them and you ain't teach them how to love, nigga. And you got to be there because you can't afford to be nowhere else, because while you was in jail and gangbanging and holding the set down, you wasn't building up no 401k or no Social Security or getting no retirement shit going, nigga. That's the part y'all forget to tell these little niggas. When you out the gang, and these little niggas run you off the block and they not respecting OGs, or when you come home from doing 20 years, them little niggas don't hand you the hood back. Yeah, y'all leave that part out. Because all them niggas on the set, dead and gone. Or they trying to find somewhere for their own ass to live. You know what I'm saying? They need a place to fucking stay. They live with their daughters now. You know what I'm saying? And these successful dope dealer stories, nigga, that's 1 out of 1,000,000. Nigga, 1 out of 2-3 million. Nigga, for real. How many Scarfaces you really know? Nigga, keep that shit 100, man. Because ain't no retirement plan for criminals and the set. Like, for real, I ain't trying to twist no knife on no nigga. Let's keep it a buck when we start talking to these goddamn babies. That's all I'm saying. But you ain't got to tell my babies about that part. For real, I got it. But hey, I'm trying not to be that, man. I want to be in one of them nice old folks' home where people don't beat on you and give you your medicine on time or some shit, man. Hopefully my kids be successful enough and tolerant enough to let me live with them. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't be no burden on them. But if I am, then I told my kids, send my ass to the motherfucking, send me to a good one. Don't send me to anyone. You know what I'm saying? I want one with windows and you're not just propped up like Weekend at Bernie's and shit because some bitch feed you pills till you stop moving so her rat ass can get back on fucking Facebook and finish arguing with her baby daddy other bitch. I don't want to be in no place. Hey, don't do me like that, babies, please. I ain't trying to be like that, but I'm trying to work to make sure that don't happen. You know, maybe I'll get some money saved up and, you know, I can ride it out like that. But that ain't where most y'all niggas going for real. Because right now, I'm being a hoe, building up a retirement and trying to send my babies off on a better path. So I can lean in on them and it won't affect them. When I say, hey, daddy need this and I'm fucking old as fucking, yeah, it won't be no problem because they'll be like, yeah, nigga, you did do what you supposed to do. We trying to get to that point. So when they do let me in, it'll be out of love. Not because they need the goddamn money, but I don't know. I guess that's if Janetta check out first. I told her that I need about 40, 50 years more. I don't know, give me 40, 50 more runs around the sun. What niggas be saying, and let me check out first. You know what I'm saying? But if she want to be selfish and check out first, I'm going to spend my last days in a nice old folks home being a pervert, nigga. I'm going to be in that bitch grabbing titties and booties and all kind of shit, ripping my diaper off and putting my kids to shame. They going to be like, come get this old nigga. But you know, stealing golf carts and shit and riding around bucket naked. Nigga, I'm gonna be wilding out. Janetta, get out of here first. But I'm done, man. Ain't that a bitch, man? I don't want to be thinking that far, but we got to these days. And, you know, that's part of fixing the shit, man, is figuring out where it fucked up at. But I'm done, man. I'm gonna get my square ass off here and take my regular ass to work. Y'all be safe out there, man. We still in the pandemic, man. They got us back to wearing masks and shit at work because these niggas running around and the numbers is rising like the South again. And them niggas say the South will rise again. That's how them numbers is. But y'all niggas be safe out here, man. What else for I dip, man? I seen a fucking headline, man. I ain't gonna get into it because I don't really know much about it. But some monkeypox shit. That shit was funny to me. I kind of caught a glimpse of that shit. And they said it was like a STD or something, and I could be wrong, so don't nail me to the floor. Maybe I'll talk about the shit next week or whatever. But if it's a sexually transmitted disease, I want to know which one of you nasty, rotten motherfuckers done banged out a fucking monkey and raw. You nasty son of a bitch, man. And I'm gonna say a man did it. One of y'all niggas did it, because I'm willing right now to go on record and say that ain't no woman let no monkey throw a rod in them raw. Some of y'all some monkey ass niggas, but y'all ain't real in the zoo monkey gorilla niggas. Y'all just worthless monkey niggas out here on the street. But I'm gonna go on record say if this disease came from fucking a monkey, I'm gonna go on record saying that a man fucked a female monkey, and you a nasty motherfucker, man. That shit just crazy, man. I bet it was one of you nasty niggas, you nasty motherfuckers. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man, because I gotta get up and do my thing. I gotta keep pushing this ball. I hope y'all learn something from this shit today. Maybe we can get this shit together and fix it a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all got any questions about the show, submitting some topics, possibly being a guest, Mike with a Mike 313 at gmail.com. That's Mike with a Mike 313 at gmail.com. If you want to shop with your folks, you got Deuce5Clothing.com, DetroitCousins.com, PlatinumStatus.com, CreatedByJones.com, Betty's Girls Party Event Planning. Get with the folks, man, for your party events and setups and all of that, man. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all can have at it.
You were just listening to. Thanks for listening to. You were just listening to. Mike with the mic.